Okay, so first I'm going to show you guys is how to block in the hair. As you all see, what I've done is I've basically made marks to describe the different kind of major planes of the hair. So there's, let's make sure we're on black here. So like there's these planes here, this plane here, and it's just kind of describing the major areas of the hair and the direction in which it's moving. So looking at the hair here and kind of swooping underneath here. I've almost like kind of thought about the various sections of the hair like it would be almost as if it's like carved from stone. One of my students described it as statue hair, and I'm like, that was pretty apt descriptor there. Once you get the major areas blocked in, obviously you're going to go back and hide your references again, and we're going to back out a little bit here. All right, so looking at Poe Dameron's hair here, I'm going to start by laying in the major sources of value. And a lot of folks have kind of started taking a liking to this brush here. That's kind of a big line of pencils put together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I'm actually going to work on a new layer and just kind of lay in major. Like major darks first. And the benefit to working with this program as opposed to an actual pencil, we can actually come in with white highlights over top and get some really fine hair detail with some white highlight work. So I'm seeing a lot of major dark in here and up through here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these parts here, and I'm just going to focus on bringing these few areas to a level of finish. So once I've got the big areas kind of stroked in, at this point some of you guys have been using the blending stump with a tortillon to kind of blend out values, which is fine. This is going to kind of make it a little bit smoother if you don't want that textured look. We're going to work back into this, but this is fine for kind of laying in the major values and kind of areas of hair, I guess three-dimensionality, hair modeling. There we go. All right, so once I've done that, I'm going to come back to my my pencil. Now at this point, I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to work back into this shadow area and really pull out some finer kind of hair strokes that go the direction that the hair is going. This is why it's important to have a really nice, crisp, clean reference. And I'm going to come in here to the hairline, and that's where I'm going to add some individual stroking, just because these are going to be kind of individual hairs. Now I'm actually going to swap over to a thinner pencil because this pencil is a little bulky. So I'm going to switch over to this pencil line here. Yeah, this is much finer. Alright, so it's very important that you work in the direction that the hair is going, because otherwise it's just going to look all crazy. And as the hair kind of changes directions, you want to change directions of your strokes. Now, as I was discussing before, you can actually work back into this with white to pull out those hairs, because some hairs, sometimes overlap. And with a traditional pencil drawing, you're pretty much left with, I got to use the white of the paper. But because we're working in digital, we can actually bring in white strokes that overlap these. And see, now we've got an extra layer of dimension that you wouldn't be able to add with the traditional graphite drawing. You know, you can have hairs that kind of come and cross those other hairs. You would have to kind of resort to another medium if you wanted to do this. With a traditional drawing, you'd have to stroke in white paint or use a white gel pen or something, which kind of, you know, has its own issues. Now, if you were doing this on a toned background, you would do a similar process. Only you would probably use more white because you're working against the essentially the tone that you've got laid down. So you would use more white to show those kind of highlights. But the process would be fairly similar. All right, so that's basic hair. Like I said, I'll also link the traditional art video that shows different hair types and how to articulate those.